Well, the streaming service that is absolutely free, you can stream KCIM anytime. And here's your free news with Nathan Combs.
You betcha. We got you covered because we actually like you guys.
Yes.
So jumping straight into it here, folks. Thomas Resthaven in Coon Rapids is hosting their first outreach program for community members coming up this afternoon. The program was initially scheduled for earlier this year, but was postponed due to some Iowa winter weather at the time. Social Services Director at the facility, Rachel Hoffbauer, says THR wants to start programs like this as a way to be a resource for the Coon Rapids area, as well as the surrounding communities. Plains Area Mental Health will lead the presentation this afternoon with information on how to take care of one's mental health and how to get the process started if someone is in need of professional help. The program begins at 4 o'clock, and again, that's this afternoon at Thomas Resthaven's dining room. There's no need to register as the event is free, so go ahead and stop in. Again, that's 4 o'clock today at Thomas Resthaven in Coon Rapids. The Carroll County Cattlemen's Association is excited to announce a new program to help local youth start their careers in livestock production. Brett Grave with the association says it's an aggressive initiative to reduce barriers that young people face when they're starting their herds.
New for this year, what we're going to call the Beef Builders Program. It's going to be for a young individual or a few individuals. We haven't decided yet, but basically it's going to be a $7,500 interest-free loan to start a beef herd, whether they want to do it with a breeding cattle or market animal. They can do that, and it's basically 5 years interest-free to get them started.
The Beef Builders program was developed in response to declining application for the Cattlemen's annual scholarships, as well as fewer younger people joining the industry. It isn't a lack of interest in raising beef that's the problem. Cody Erickson says the high financial barrier to entry is holding entrepreneurial youth back from taking their first steps into becoming a cattleman.
There's kids out here that want to be involved, but A, they don't have the finances to do it, nor maybe their parents have the finances to help that kid out, So we're just kind of here to help hopefully get somebody's dream started and keep it building in their right direction.
Graves says the application criteria are quite easy to meet for those interested in participating in this new program.
Basically, the qualifications are 12 to 25 years of age, so there's a lot of individuals out there that could probably use it.
Applications are tentatively scheduled to open during the Carroll County Cattlemen's annual banquet on February 24th, and they'll close likely June 1st. The winners are expected to be announced sometime this summer. Erickson and Greaves say they expect the Beef Builders program to be highly competitive, and they look forward to its impact that it'll have on the local beef community. The Carroll Community School District is discussing different avenues they can take if House File 542 should pass legislation. That bill proposed by Governor Kim Reynolds would increase the minimum pay for teachers here in the state. Governor Reynolds announced her proposal to raise minimum teacher salaries to $50,000 and then teachers with 12 plus years of experience to a minimum of $62,000 earlier this year. The district worked through different scenarios to follow the requirements of the proposed legislation. One option the district is considering is increasing wages to the minimum as required, but not adjusting other teacher salaries that are above that $50K mark. The district would need to spend an additional $345,000 to get 49 teachers to the $50,000 base, and then 23 experienced teachers to $62,000. Other explored options include increasing all teacher salaries to the minimum and then the remaining salaries to be increased by a set percentage. The current starting pay for first-year teachers at Carroll is $45,545, which would require a 12.25% increase to meet Reynolds' proposed minimum. If the CCSD Board of Education increased all teachers' income by that same 12.25%, it would cost the district as much as $1.12 million per year in pay increases. The last option considered would be getting the proposed salaries to the minimum, then increasing the remaining teachers' income by 2.5%. Following that guideline, the 127 teachers employed at CCSD would cost about $467,000 more annually. No action was taken on that as it was just a work session. They were going through some potential scenarios, and again, that proposed bill is still being discussed in the House. It was actually tabled on February 1st. CCSD is just looking ahead in case that legislation does happen to get signed into law. And that is going to be wrapping up your KCIM 7 o'clock news. I'm Nathan Coes reporting.
All right. Thanks, Nathan, for that news update. Once again, your local news can be found anytime you want on the website. The mobile app's totally free anytime you want. That app is incredibly useful for streaming KCIM anywhere you happen to be. You can always look up news stories, sports stories, Brinks Exteriors, radar. I mean, you name it. You get everything from the website on that mobile app. So download it in your app store. Just search KCIM or Carroll Broadcasting. Either one works. and download that for free and have all that information. Just tap the app.